So welcome back to this another session on convolution integral, where we are convolving in finite duration continuous time signals. So to start with, let us consider this example where h of t is equal to e raised to minus modulus of t and x of t is equal to u of t minus 4. Now you should first understand what is the meaning of e raised to minus mod t and what are the amplitudes of h of t and how you should sketch this h of t, and then observe how you can sketch x of t. So before evaluating the convolution integral, it is very essential to sketch this x of t and h of t rightly. So what is your guess of sketching this h of t, which is e raised to minus mod t? How do you sketch it? So x of t is u of t minus 4. The meaning is that it is starting from t is equal to 4 onwards with the amplitude of 1, and that of h of t is e raised to minus mod t, means for t which is less than 0, its amplitude is e raised to t. So that when you substitute t which is less than 0 means negative value, you will still get e raised to minus t, and for t which is greater than 0, it should be e raised to minus t, and the sketch you will get something like this. So h of t is e raised to t for t which is less than 0, and it is e raised to minus t for t which is greater than 0. This is h of t. Now next step is to understand of what is the range of y of t for which y of t exists. So what is the left end and right end of y of t? So the left end of y of t is the left end of h of t is minus infinity, and that of x of t is 4. So that of y of t now is equal to minus infinity plus 4 equal to minus infinity. And now what is right end? Right end of both this x of t and h of t is infinity. Therefore right end of y of t is also infinity. Okay. Now in this example, what I will do is I will resketch this h of t with respect to tau, and take it here, resketch it here, and x of t I will take down, and then both of these redesignate it with respect to tau and reflect x of tau about the origin. So x of t I reflect and predesignate as x of minus tau. Okay. So this is what I have done here. This is h of tau and x of minus tau. Now why I have taken this x of minus tau? So if you go and shift this, I will keep it stable, and I will be moving this x of t minus tau along this axis, x axis. For t less than 0, we generally left shift this x of minus tau, and for t greater than 0, we right shift this x of minus tau. We are evaluating here the convolution integral y of t is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity h of tau into x of t minus tau d tau. Now h of tau, you observe here, has the amplitude e raised to tau from minus infinity to 0, and then from 0 to infinity e raised to minus tau. Now what is your observation between this h of tau and x of minus tau? We need to shift, multiply and integrate this x of t minus tau. We have to shift it by an amount of t and multiply it with h of tau, and then integrate the product with respect to tau for the entire duration. So in this duration of minus infinity to plus infinity, the amplitude for which this product exists, that range will come. For other range, this product will be equal to 0. So observe here that x of t beyond this, towards this side, that is from minus 4 onwards towards infinity, this is equal to 0. So when you multiply these two together as it is, so you will observe that the product will exist only from minus infinity up to minus 4, and then onwards this product is 0. So we say that these two overlap from minus infinity to minus 4. Now when t is equal to 0, this overlapping is up to minus 4. So if we shift left or shift right, any side if I shift, you will observe that these two will always overlap from minus infinity onwards up to this end of this x of t minus tau. Now what is this end of t minus, this is t minus tau. So you observe that when t is equal to 0, this is minus 4. If you shift here by one amount, here you will get minus 5. So that time it will be x of minus 1 minus tau, and this will be existing up to minus 5. If you shift this by one amount to this side, this will become x of 1 minus tau, and it will be up to existing up to minus 3. So in general, if I shift this x by an instant t, this instant is always t minus 4th instant of x of t minus tau, t minus 4th instant. Okay. If you shift this x of minus tau by an amount of t, this end of x of t minus tau can be designated as t minus 4. And you will always observe that the overlapping will be there from minus infinity up to this end, that is t minus 4. Either you shift to this side or you shift to this side. So up to t is equal to 4. So this is x of 4 minus tau. Up to x of minus tau we have shifted by an amount of 4. So if we shift it by an amount of 4, you will observe that this end you will get it as 0, which is t minus 4. So t is equal to 4. So 4 so this t minus 4 has become 4 minus 4 is equal to 0, this end. So this end is t minus 4. And overlap is still there from minus infinity to t minus 4, that is this 0 here for 4. And amplitude is of this h of tau is e raised to tau. Amplitude of h of tau is e raised to tau, and that of x of t minus tau is 1. X of t minus tau is 1 and h of tau is e raised to tau. This is up to where x of t minus tau, where t is less than 4. Up till this, the overlap is from minus infinity to t minus 4, and h of tau has only one amplitude. Beyond this, if you shift h of t minus tau towards the right side, you observe that h of tau has two amplitudes. One amplitude from minus infinity to 0 and the other amplitude from 0 onwards. So first let us evaluate this integration where that is for t less than 4, y of t is equal to integration from minus infinity to t minus 4 e raised to tau d tau. So the integration of this e raised to tau is how much? E raised to tau by 1, and then to substitute the limits, upper limit is t minus 4 and the lower limit is minus infinity. When you substitute these limits, y of t is equal to e raised to t minus 4. So e raised to minus infinity is 0. Therefore, y of t is equal to e raised to t minus 4. This is for t which is less than 4. Now for t which is greater than or equal to 4, we have to shift this by an amount of t towards the right side. So if I shift by an amount of t towards right side, this end is t minus 4. And now onwards, so you observe that still the overlap is there from minus infinity to t minus 4. But in this duration, though the amplitude of x of t minus tau is 1, the amplitude of h of tau has from minus infinity to 0, it is e raised to tau, that is the amplitude of h of tau, and then 0 onwards to t minus 4, the amplitude of h of tau is e raised to minus tau. So h of tau has two amplitude, one is for tau less than 0 and other one is for tau greater than or equal to 0. So for tau less than 0 it is e raised to tau, and for tau greater than less than 0 is e raised to tau, and for tau greater than 0 it is e raised to minus tau. So in this convolution integral, we replace h of tau with e raised to tau when the integration limit is from minus infinity to 0, and then from 0 to t minus 4 it is e raised to minus tau. The overall integration is from minus infinity to t minus 4 h of tau d tau, whereas this total integration is divided into two parts. One part minus infinity to 0 where the amplitude of h of tau is e raised to tau, and the second part is from 0 to t minus 4 where the amplitude is e raised to minus tau. So integrate, substitute the limits of integration. Okay. So the integration of e raised to tau is e raised to tau, and you have to substitute these limits, minus infinity 0, and integration of e raised to minus tau is e raised to minus tau upon minus 1, and the limits are 0 to t minus 4. So if you substitute the limits for this, you will get 1, and for this it is minus e raised to minus of t minus 4 plus 1, this one and this one is have 2. So y of t is equal to 2 minus e raised to minus t minus 4. This is for t greater than or equal to 4. So I shall write this y of t is equal to e raised to t minus 4 for t less than 4, and it is 2 minus e raised to minus of t minus 4 for t which is greater than or equal to 4.